What's good, everybody? It's your boy Flav Beats. Before I go any further, Road to Universal 2 dropped. Now we're about to call JP, John Patrick. Let's go. Surprise y'all.
Yo.
What's groovy?
What's really groovy?
How's it going down there in Houston?
Man, everything is kosher. Everything's blessed. Everything's beautiful. The weather is actually probably the most beautiful it's been all year.
What?
Yeah, it's amazing right now.
That's clutch.
I might sit outside.
Nice. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. That's dope. By the way, congratulations on your drop.
Appreciate you, man. It's a big weight lifted off my shoulders.
Damn. How do you feel? Like, even apart from the music, just as a person, how do you feel?
What you mean? How do I feel? Like, how do I feel about what part?
Just like, now that you feel like something has left your shoulder and you've given the world something to think about, how do you feel now?
I feel like I put everything into it, you know. So I did all the work that I could do, and now it's just like when you release a balloon or when you put something out there. It's just like now I just gotta let God do what God gonna do. You know what I'm saying? So it's a big relief, and it's also like sometimes I just be thinking like, I wonder who's listening right now. I wonder who this is impacting. And it's crazy because as I'm thinking that, I get text messages, I get DMs, I get calls, you know what I'm saying, of people confirming these things. And so it's pretty amazing.
Mm-hmm. It's a blessed moment. It's like you wake up when someone listens to your music, they pay attention to what you're trying to say, and when they catch it, it's like they want to run with it.
Exactly. There's some people that's then use my lyrics as captions already. Some people that's like tweeted like a whole bunch of my lyrics. There's people that have texted me my lyrics. Like, I guess they figuring out like you know, the bars. They telling me like bars. They hearing the bars, so they like, yo, this is hard. And it's a lot of people that's been telling me like they like the entirety of the project. It's not like just one song. It's like the entirety of it. And so that's what makes me feel good, because like I take pride in not just like being like a one hit type of guy, but more like a storyteller, you know. And so when people listen to my project, I'm hoping that they listen to it in order, because it still kind of flows. It's kind of like a story. So that's beautiful to me when people understand that. It's somebody that messaged me and they said, is there a vibe switch or like a atmosphere switch after the interlude? And I told him, I was like, I don't know, is there? Like, I'm like, you the listener, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that means it hit home.
Exactly. And I was just trying to see, you know, because I know once he asked that, of course the mission was accomplished with that transition, for him to even ask that. But I wanted him to like think about it, like, was it just because it was an interlude, you just expected a vibe change, or did it actually happen, you know? And so he was like, for him, he started going in, he was like, for him, he feels like, he started explaining the different parts of the first half and the second half. I was just like, yeah, I literally did that on purpose. Like, that's what the interlude is there for. And so that's beautiful, you know, for people to put two and two together for what you wanted to do and what you wanted it to sound like and the goal you wanted to reach. That's like beautiful. It's nothing more like fulfilling than putting something out there and people accepting it and understanding it.
Exactly. That is so true. You're so right about that, because I'm just thinking how I also listened to it the first time when it dropped, because I was awake and I was like, yo, it's dropped. Let me check it. So I played it. Anytime an album drops, this is my standard. Anytime an album drops, you got to listen to it from top to bottom. And you got to finish it in a row. So I did it and I finished the whole thing and I was like, wow, this is a body of work that I can clap and applaud, recommend. I went on Google and wrote a review, you know? Yeah. So I was like, this is something people should listen to, because if you don't understand these words, then I don't know what you're going to understand.
You'll be surprised.
You said it, though. You said it. Like,
on a little.
Yeah. Even the interlude, too. It was like hitting home, too. And it was like, yeah, true. Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's literally what it is. So it was like, okay, this is really making sense. And now when people respond back to you and now you do a show or you do a show up or another Zoom call or another event altogether, whether live or in person, it's going to be felt because now they're resonating with the same message.
Exactly. And you never know what buttons you going to push on people. You know what I'm saying? I know when you say, we normally talk about pushing buttons as a negative thing, you know what I'm saying? But it's certain triggers that can be positive, you know, and it's certain things you could say, certain ways you could say it that will invoke a positive memory out of somebody, or you know what I'm saying, or spark a positive fire in somebody. So like sometimes I could tell it's just some of the lyrics that people listen to of mine that they just like, you'll just see them, they'll just like, yo, I felt that one, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's, if you think about it, with the music that we love, that we normally listen to, you know what I'm saying? It's the lyrics it could be one line, you know what I'm saying? And that one line just make you feel like, bro, we going through the same thing. I feel that. That was me. You know what I'm saying? So, and the way I accomplish that is just by being authentic, because I don't think people understand how similar we are as humans. We're all unique. We're all different, yeah, but we pretty similar. So literally, if you just be yourself and just say what's really happening in your life, you'll be surprised how many people really relate to the real. You know, I think fake music, I call it fake music, like music that people just, you know, kind of just capping and, you know, embellishing and just saying stuff. I think it's attractive because people are like, oh, you do that? Oh my gosh, this guy's crazy. Oh, he did what? Oh, he's like what? You know what I'm saying? It's like what's this called? These reality TV shows, Love and Hip Hop and stuff like that. It's like, I want to see how crazy you could really be. Like, I want you to say something crazy. Not necessarily is this real, you know what I'm saying? But like, show me something like completely nuts. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
And I think people love that. People love that, seeing like the worst of somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like seeing the craziest, seeing the most extreme. Like, what is the craziest thing you could say that you did? You know what I'm saying? What's the worst thing you ever did? People gravitate towards that as well. Whether it's real, whether it's true or not, you know what I'm saying? People want to hear that you ran up $1 million in 2 weeks. Like, it just sounds good. Like, man, 2 weeks, dog. I made 500 on my last check. That boy made $1 million. You know what I'm saying? Or that you got 10 Lambos. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Like, it don't got to be real. It's just people just like, wow. It's the wow factor.
It's that dopamine effect.
Yeah, exactly. And so that's how it works. And we love it because it's just like, even if you listen to somebody that say, I would shoot somebody in the head until they dead, leave them red. You know what I'm saying? You personally might never ever touch a gun, let alone kill somebody, let alone keep on shooting just to paint a picture with their blood. You might never ever do that. Never even think about doing that. But you hear somebody else say it, you're like, oh, you're bad. Oh, oh, you would do that. I believe it. Look how he wear his pants. He really would do that. So that's all it is. It's not even like, I could tell it's not even meant to be nonfiction. Like, it's meant to be fiction. Like, it's meant to be, you know what I'm saying, like, extreme. And as humans, we love that. We love that.
That's crazy.
That sells.
That
sells.
Wow.
That's gonna sell more. That's why authentic is so rare, because at the end of the day, a lot of people just in this business to make money. So if being authentic is not making money, how you think these people why would they do that? If you get into something to make money, then you're gonna do the things that it requires to make the money. It's not about, oh, do I have to be real? No. I've seen all these people try to be real and they ain't get nowhere. So I'm gonna go the fake route, because that works.
That's crazy.
I started learning to give grace to them people too. And more people should stop saying, oh, they suck, just because you know they lying. It still sound good. I mean, they lying, but it sounds good. Stop
you know it sound good.
Facts.
That's why you lying.
People love saying you suck. Oh, they suck. They suck. They suck. How they suck? The music sounds good. Yes, their content is terrible. But don't say they suck. Say their lyrics suck. Say their message is substanceless. Like, say what it is. It's so easy to just say, you suck. You suck. That sucks.
Like, what sucks? You know what I'm saying?
Sucks?
Like, you can't define that.
Yeah, that's what every artist want to know. Okay, I suck. So tell me what I suck at. Because I got to be good at something. So since you don't want to tell me what I'm good at, just tell me the things that I suck at to you. And then, but people don't even do that. People just like, you trash. This trash. Turn this off.
Sometimes I feel like it's their insecurities sometimes.
Yeah.
But, we are all, we're all human. So, but at the same time, the more that you channel what you really want for yourself, the more you really understand what happens around you.
Facts. People don't know who they are or what they want to, who they will be. They don't know that. So when somebody else figures it out or feels like they figured it out, you want to question them, because you're like, it wasn't that easy for me to figure out. So what makes you think you know? You know what I'm saying? So, you want to write books? You think it's easy to write books? You better choose something else. You want to make music? No, this music is not good. You better quit. You know what I'm saying? That's what people do. They can. If somebody can't see themselves doing something, then it's gonna be very hard for them to see you doing it. Especially if they know you. If they know you, then it's a for sure no. But if they don't know you, then it's possible. But for the most part, if they can't, especially if they tried already, but most people don't even try. They just tell themselves they can't. But most people, they just like, I can't do that. So how in the world can you do that? Look at LeBron. I can't. Nobody else has done what LeBron did. So ain't no way that's real. Something got to be fake. Nah, you're just very serious, and you're not.
Period.
A lot of people just not serious. That's their only problem. That's one of their only problems, is they not serious. If you're not serious, you're not focused, you're not going to hit anything. You're not going to reach no goals.
Scoreless, literally.
That's scoreless. You can't kill a fly on accidentally. You gotta focus, watch where it's going. You gotta see exactly how hard you're gonna hit it, what you're gonna hit it with. Like, people just out here swinging, getting tired and giving up.
That's a bar. What?
That's That's the world. That's
For
the world.
real. It's terrible. And the thing is, like, I was just watching this thing on TikTok the other day, and I was like, somebody talked about he's a great professor. I don't know his name. And he just came up, and I was seeing how people value time for money and money for time. And then at the same time, looking at the parameters and seeing that if you double your time by gaining that time in profit, either in returns or in investment, that's as far as like your skills, what you know, your relationships, you can get so much more while sleeping.
Yeah.
That's my interpretation, than when you're awake, because the work you put in is the work you put out.
Yeah. Facts.
If you don't put any work in, what is coming out?
Facts. Nathan.
Working out. Working. You like, and then you hear work out. So work out is like you're out of the work spot. So you're now outside trying to work it out, but you're working without work in, like being within yourself, thinking, how am I going to validate this so that when I look outside I can appreciate what I have.
Yeah.
But that's not the case.
Facts. And a vision will never work if you don't.
Exactly.
Like people, I'll go out on a limb and say, and God can correct me if I'm wrong, but prayer don't work if you don't. That's been my life experience. My prayers ain't worked until I started working. Not saying that it was me that answered the prayers, but it's like the prayers on the other side of putting in the work. The answer to the prayer is, because you could pray for anything. You could pray to lose 100 pounds, but it's not gonna just magically happen. It's not gonna miraculously happen. Not stuff like that. Maybe if you blind, you can pray to see. But if your problem is that you eat too many snacks and you do not work out, stop trying to pray that away. What you should be praying for is the strength to work. You should be praying for endurance, perseverance. You should be praying for everything you need to do that work, not get it magically done. God, I need 100,000. I just need $1 million. Okay, God, okay. If I give it to you, what you gonna do with it? You don't even know how to get it yourself. Nah, you good. It's here. Yikes. It's here waiting for you. It's here waiting for you. It's here. I have it right here for you. Packaged. I got a bow on it and everything. But what are you doing?
You're swinging.
You're not working. You're not working. You're just swinging and missing, getting tired, going to sleep, waking up, doing the same thing. 50 years gone by, you said I didn't put in work in my life.
You know what I think it is? I think when there's a challenge, the challenge challenges the brain and the mindset sets back if it's not working towards something.
Yeah, I like that.
It's just
we don't even challenge our brains.
Zero.
We know.
What have you like the thing that even shocked me the most was during the pandemic when it started. I was like, okay, I'm trying to work and do stuff and trying to, figure it out. But as I was doing it in my mind, I was like, wait a minute, what's going on? Like, I've been doing music, I've been doing stuff, but I don't have time for that because I'm paying attention to other stuff, which is okay. But the reason why you have a passion for a talent or something is why you put the work in for it. So I was like, let me reset a little bit, and I sat back, and then all of a sudden it just came to me. And then my mom talked to me one time, and she's like, "Oh, she's done with the book. She's launching. She's launching next month, first week, and she wrote this book beginning of the pandemic." I'm dropping. I probably dropped, but I don't know if I don't know. People are. It's weird, bro, because I'm looking at my Apple Music. And this is just off the record, but I just looked at my Apple Music. It was, before I dropped it on YouTube, it was 9.1k plays lifetime. But yesterday, when I checked, it was 9.2K. I was like, wait a minute, who's listening to these 2 songs? Because the first 2 songs are the 2 tracks that I dropped before the tape is dropping. And
Submarine, I heard Submarine.
You heard Submarine?
I didn't hear the other one.
Rocket.
Yeah, Submarine was hard.
Appreciate you, bro.
I didn't hear the other one, though.
Rocket. Yeah, it's on Apple Music.
Yeah, on that link, it was just showing me
Submarine.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? I think what I did was I put Submarine so that people could really hear that, because that was what I dropped last. But if you open my Apple Music artist page, you'll see Rocket up there. But what I'll do is I'll reset it, because if people are seeing YouTube first, they first see the first song. If you click on the link, and then if you click any of the others, it takes you to Submarine. But by the end of this week, it's all going to change to straight into the new tape on all platforms. So what has been happening right now is just to see how people are reacting to the music, and I've seen how it's looking on YouTube, and bro, that's a dope place to start testing music. And I realized that the more click-through rates you get through a song in terms of percentages, the better you realize what people are listening to. And that's what I did this weekend. It's like a test, you know what I'm saying, before you throw it out for everybody. I did that, and I was like, and I was planning to drop everything the same day, but bro, God is so good that, shout out to Dia, by the way, because she's an amazing vocalist, and she sent her vocals in, but my engineer, shout out to Shavak, he's a dope-ass engineer, bass, guitarist, drummer, he's really good with sound, but when I sent him the vocals, he missed that particular vocal, and then I already submitted the tracks to drop, but for some reason it didn't drop. It dropped on YouTube, but it didn't drop, because I did it, but it didn't drop on all the digital platforms. Only for me to go to church yesterday, and he tells me, bro, I forgot to tell you, because he was thinking because I told him I sent him 2 vocals, right? There were 2 ladies that performed, and shout out to Ruru as well. And when that happened, for some reason, he didn't see that file. He didn't see that WeTransfer file, and he missed it. So I already dropped on YouTube. This is literally crazy. And he told me, yo, I didn't find the link. And I was like, what? I sent you the email. And we both checked, and he saw the email. That's when I was like, damn, God is good. Because if I dropped it, I'm not taking it out of the store. That's it.
Facts.
So for it to
YouTube,
hold,
you can.
I can, but I wouldn't do that because I want to keep the stats fresh. So I was like, damn, let me just keep YouTube going, and then let me have this and work on it, because when artists do this kind of stuff, sometimes you don't know why they delayed it. You don't know. Probably a sample didn't clear. Probably, maybe something happened or somebody else dropped back. It could be anything. So now I feel like this was perfect for me to realize on YouTube that, okay, this is how it's going. And when I heard your music too, I was like, this is what I'm going to do too. I'm going to pick up 5 top songs, but that's going to be on my top 5. But yours, I know when you were working on it, you probably have some favorites. So why I'm saying all this is because I know there's a connection to music when you put it out there in a certain way. So when you did it, how did it happen for you? How is your reaction now with the 5 tracks that you have, on your top list?
Oh, seeing what everybody's top 5 was?
Mm-hmm. And then matching that to what you thought or you have as your favorites.
So I knew number 1 was going to be the first song, because whenever people listen to a tape for the first time, they at least listen to the first song. So I knew the first song, and I'm normally strategic with that, and I try to make the first song a banger, to keep my people tuned in. But the first song was number 1, and that made sense. Then the second song was number 2. That kind of made sense to me too, because I'm like, if they heard the first song, it's a banger. You know what I'm saying? They're going to at least see, is the second one good too? You know? And so, the song, the song is good. You know what I'm saying? So, I kind of expected that one too. The one I didn't expect was the third song, was the third highest. So
oh, really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
For a little bit. Now it's not.
Okay.
But with that first week, the third song was the third highest. So that told me people are literally first song, second song, third song. You know what I'm saying? Even during the week, it was a time where the third song had passed up the second song. You know, so, and it might be because of the features on there. It might be, but I don't know why. But it's crazy because the third song on there is the longest song on the whole project. It's 6 minutes. I wanted to cut the song down because I said people are going to see that this is a 6-minute song and they're not going to listen to it. And I was proven wrong. And I'm grateful because there's 3 verses on there. One from A.G.E, one from Kevo, one from me. These are not like rappers. These are not like people who just been rapping with no like discography. These are like people that I just known from growing up around. You know, A.G.E, Southwest Houston. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out.
Trash. Always gonna shout out the SWAT. You know what I'm saying? That's forever. And I always love working with A-Leaf artists. You know what I'm saying? This is the first project I did where I had a Missouri City rapper on there. And yeah, and that's Sykes. And he didn't even get to rap. He didn't even get to rap. We got to work on stuff because when everybody hear him rap, they're going to be like, oh, why he ain't rap? Because he too nice, but he just came in there and vibed out, and it just sounded good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, that was surprising. But then the one that really surprised me was my favorite song was kind of low. Young and Dumb was kind of low.
What?
Yeah.
That's the thing about music. You will never know until it happens.
Yeah.
You would think, like, damn, this is a song.
Yeah.
Wow.
I thought Young and Dumb was gonna be number 1. Like I thought that was gonna pass up the number 1 song, the first song on the tape. I thought Young and Dumb was gonna be most played. I'm already working on a video for it and everything. Just to see it like close to the bottom, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, what's going on? Young and Dumb barely got more views than the interlude do, and I'm like, I can understand why the interlude is last, you know what I'm saying? But chill, you know what I'm saying? So,
right.
But at the same time, it also opened my eyes to the fact that it's not about what's hot; it's about what's out there, what's promoted, what's pushed, what's in front of people's faces. You know what I'm saying? So Young and Dumb could be the best song on there, but it's about the promotion of it. You know what I'm saying? That deep in the tape, the short attention spans is going to stop before that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People are not going to get there. So it doesn't matter how hot it is, how fire it is. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, if you don't have the spotlight on it, you know what I'm saying? Like my uncle told me, Young and Dumb should have been the first song, and I was just like, I feel you, because Young and Dumb is the like, it's not the title track, but if I didn't have the idea of calling the tape Adolessons, then the tape would be called Young and Dumb. You know what I'm saying? And,
yeah.
And that's kind of in the theme of Adolessons as well.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Young and Dumb was literally like the epitome of this project for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's everything that I'm trying to say, is that I was just young and dumb. And what people don't understand, well, I don't want to say people don't understand, but it hasn't been out there yet. When I'm saying I was just young and dumb, I'm meaning that in multiple ways. Like, I'm looking at it like, don't judge me. You know what I'm saying? I was just young and dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't ostracize me. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't kill me. I was just young and dumb. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But on the other side of it is, I was just young and dumb. I was just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to say like, man, I remember back then. No, I'm saying I was just like, this is fresh. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still licking the scars of being young and dumb. Like, and as a matter of fact, it go deeper into that to say, who are you not young and dumb to? Because somebody, you younger than somebody and you dumber than somebody. So when do we ever leave this stage of young and dumb? You
True.
know what I'm saying? So that's why I say this is like what the whole entire project is about. You know what I'm saying? Is deep. You know what I'm saying? And it's about this grace that I've found ever since I became a teacher. It's this new like comforter of grace that I walk around with. You know what I'm saying? And it keeps me warm, but at the same time, it's bringing warmth to other people. It's bringing healing and love to other people as well. Because literally, I'm me expressing this grace and me offering grace. It's healing people. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody could mess up and you could be like, "What the hell's wrong with you?" You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And they already know they messed up, so you just adding to it, or you could say, "You good? I've done that before too. I messed up like that before too. You good? Don't worry about it."
Exactly.
Now, somebody who's just, you know what I'm saying, thinking like, "Oh, they made the biggest mistake in the world," is like, "Oh, whoa, I didn't expect that." And you look pretty all right. So if you did this, then maybe there is hope for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's my students that taught me that. My students, they taught me grace, not because they gave me grace, but because I was forced to give them grace. You feel me?
That's deep.
And so
that's very.
And now it's like okay, I was forced to give my students grace, but now I understand. Now I can see it through God's eyes. Like, okay, this is why God be giving us grace, because we just young and dumb. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're 50 years old and you listening to this right now, you young and dumb to somebody that's 75-year-old looking at you like, look at this. Only if they knew. You know what I'm saying? Like, only if, so like we all young and dumb. You know what I'm saying? To somebody. So God looking at us like, they was young and dumb. What Jesus say? Forgive them, Lord. They don't know what they doing. They don't know what they doing. Like, that's it. It's not that they know what they doing and they're being evil. They just really have no idea what they're doing. So, yeah.
That's deep, bro. It goes into that whole aspect of really searching within and asking yourself, what do you really want to leave behind? Like, what do you really want to have as your strong point, you know? So it's strong when you think about it now and connected with what you're talking about, because that way it opens up conversation like this.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is deep. So I just feel like right now everybody's listening to this. Videos are going to be dropping. There's going to be a lot of things happening. Now, what is your next move?
So like I said, there's no point in making heat. There's no point in making all this music and having these visions of it healing people and encouraging people and bringing hope and change and all this stuff. No point in me doing that if people don't hear it. People have told me, like, ever since I started making music, man, you good. Why haven't you blown yet? I'm like, I haven't blown yet because people haven't heard the music. Like, simple as that. Like, if
it's
people
crazy.
heard it, it would be up there, you know what I'm saying? But they never heard it. It's not that they don't like it. They just don't know that I exist. You know what I'm saying? So it's about, for me right now, it's about pushing it, getting it out there, putting out content, putting out visuals, tapping into the marketing, tapping into the ads, tapping into what every major corporation in this entire world is tapped into, and that's putting their brand, putting their name, putting their sound in front of the people.
Exactly.
Coca-Cola still does that to this day. McDonald's still does that to this day. So who am I to say that I'm not going to utilize that?
True.
You know what I'm saying?
True. I was actually... Go ahead. It's something I wanted to say after you. Go ahead.
Now, I was like, until I get to like Rolls Royce status, then Rolls Royce don't make no ads, but they got people advertising for them.
Exactly.
Gucci don't really make no ads. but they got people advertising for them.
True.
So it's like either you get everybody advertising for you, or you advertise for yourself.
Tell them one more time. That's deep.
And that's what brand ambassadors are. If you listening, you don't know what a brand ambassador is. That's somebody paying somebody to advertise for them.
Exactly.
And it will come so smooth. You won't even know you just been convinced.
You just been advertised.
You don't even know this is a commercial.
Wow, that's
you
crazy.
Want one.
For real. Because I was really doing some study this weekend, and I've been just going deep into just music, understanding the artistry, because my cousin also in Boston has, shout out to Rusky. He's also just like, he's doing what he's doing and he's having a good time and making good music. And this is all people that are getting inspired. And I'm looking at you two and the people here too in Atlanta. And I'm just like, man, we're about to really do some damage on this music, because now I'm taking my time to really understand, because I've gone through the books to really understand what is artistry like. What is a manager supposed to do? What is an A&R supposed to do? What is a marketer supposed to do? What is a event location scout? What are those guys supposed to do? So now I'm like, okay, I understand all those roles, but I can't play all of them, but I still can because we got digital. So now it's like, where do you put your market? Where do you put your face front? And I was like, damn, I have 2 distribution deals now, and people really do that now. And I'm like, okay, I got DistroKid, which I've been with, and now I got United Masters. And I was really studying. I was like, what is the point of having both? But I realized that when you study distribution and you study the analytics, the farther your music goes, the farther it comes back to you. Sorry, did I say that the farther it comes back to you? The farther your music goes, sorry about that. The farther your music goes, the farther your message travels.
Facts. That's clear. And that's what I'm saying. If you got a message, this is what I be struggling with. I know I got a message, but I gotta get the message out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we gonna do it.
I always look at Jesus, really, because Jesus is so dope. Like people don't even know how alive Jesus was, because they don't find out for themselves. They just go based off of what everybody else say.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, people don't really make Jesus out to be as live as he was. Like people be like watering Jesus down, but
damn,
Jesus had a message, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
and it traveled.
Yeah, like his town where he was from was messed up, terrible. He could have stayed there all 3 years and still would have only made a dent in a town, in a place that he was from. But what did he do? He kept it moving. He went one place, he did what he did, he kept it moving. He kept pushing his message. They didn't have Instagram. They didn't have none of that.
Zero.
So he did it himself. He got his boys, and they traveled. Even through the storm, they was going through storms, literally, like crossing across the lake, just trying to go everywhere. They were trying to go everywhere they could. You know what I'm saying? With the little transportation they had. You know what I'm saying? So why would now you fast forward 2,000 years later, and you have the ability to reach China from Houston, Texas, and you not?
You should be ashamed of yourself, guys.
Listen, I am ashamed of myself.
We are all, we all fall short. But when we realize, that's when we really get that woke, that spiritual awakening. You know, that mentality to say, okay, if this is what Jesus did, what would Jesus do? He did this. I bet.
In 2020, what would Jesus do in 2020?
What?
Instagram ads.
Think about that. He wouldn't even need those ads. What? You'd be like Super Bowl.
He'll take every flight deal. $49 to blah blah blah. I don't know where that is, but I'ma go. They need Jesus over there.
What?
So I'ma go.
Bro, it's all love. It's all grace, and at the same time, you think about it, and we can still do it. It makes a lot of sense. One thing before we go, because we're 5 minutes to the top of the hour. I wanted to say this something deep, and I want to know what you think about it. This Mastercraft is an amazing producer. Shout out to Mastercraft. And when we worked together back in Coke Studio Africa season 3 in 2015, there's one thing he said to me and my friend called Johnson, who is a keyboardist, and he's amazing at production. And he said that he actually took his music, he took a CD, put his music in it, went to one of the beaches, I don't know where, and threw it into the ocean and told God that as far as this ocean goes is where my music is going to go.
Wow.
And it was all faith, all belief. This was before it blew up. And the story just hit me. I was like, what? Okay. If anybody can do it, people have been doing it. So what makes us different? So when I think about it, I'm just like putting it to you, and I'm like, bro, at this point, I think we should both do a remix to each other's track. Let me just put it on the record. It just came to me. I don't know, whichever one, a new one, a remix, or something. We can definitely do it, because I can hear that. I can't wait for you to listen to the other tracks on the tape, because your tape, bro, has really like inspired a lot of people. It's inspired me, for sure, no doubt. I'm gonna write about it. You're gonna know my top 5 tracks on Friday. So, yeah, it's lit, and definitely I feel like now with the sound and what I can hear and people's messages and people's responses, now we can really do it. For example, quickly, we can be able to even have a competition and talk about the lyrics and find out which lyric was the more, like you talked about lyrics just now. So think about stretching that and figuring out what lyric was the best, and then using that, and you're able to amplify the voice and amplify your vocal.
I like that. That's fire. And I'm down. I was just asking what track.
Exactly. Ask them what track. They gotta find it. It's like treasure hunt.
Yeah, but I'm saying, I know you talking about you want me to wait. Send me something.
I'm a send it. I got you. Don't worry. I got a lot of beats. I'm working on this tape. Just is about to drop. I mean, it's dropped, but it's gonna be live everywhere, and music is still gonna be dropping after that. So you heard it first on Work and Play Entertainment. We don't play radio, and definitely, I think John Patrick, we gotta be on that next track. So yeah, bet it up.
I'm with it. I'm in a creative. It's crazy. Now that my tape is done and out, I just been in such a creative mood. Like, lyrics just been flowing out of me. Like, God really just was flowing through me. So it's like, send me the beat, send me the hook, send me the song. Like, it's gonna flow. Something gonna come out.
Oh yeah.
And it's gonna be heavenly.
For sure. Bet. Okay.
We don't play
all day. All right, bro. Thank you so much, bro. Love you too, bro. Be easy. All right. You heard it first. We don't play radio all day. We live, baby. This is gonna be an amazing time. So, yeah. We deep. God bless you all. Hope you guys enjoyed this message. And go listen to John Patrick's mixtape, Adolessons. Yeah, go check it out. Go check out the blog too. Check out the news feed. Check out everything, really. God bless.